Good morning, guys. Hope you're well. Yeah, I thought I would give you like a little office tour. It's Sunday morning. It's 9:45. I've got a meeting here this morning. So I thought I'll give you like a little office tour because there's no one here today, so it doesn't like interrupt the staff and so on. Because for whatever reason, people keep asking me, do we outsource to the Philippines? How do we manage all of our marketing and chatting as well for the OnlyFans business? Everything is managed in-house. It's managed by us. It's one, like, I'm based in Eastern Europe, right, in Tbilisi, and one of the main reasons that I'm based here is because Tbilisi offers like very good opportunities for small businesses, but on top of that, salaries are very cheap, like cheaper than the Philippines in many cases. So it's like the perfect place to run people-based businesses. Prior to this, like, I was running an Instagram marketing agency with 130 employees, and again, all of them were in the office working there physically. And the only reason that we were able to do that is because of the benefits that Georgia offers as a location in terms of like cheap labor, English speaking staff, European attitude. It means that you can outsource things to like the Western world, to the USA, to Western Europe at a very cheap cost. And also me being based here physically makes like a massive difference. At least I like to think so. There's more of an element of control over everything that happens. Not that I'm really not like a manager or like a CEO either. I look at myself as like an entrepreneur. So whilst I'm like the founder of the company, for me there's a very big difference between the CEO and an entrepreneur. They're often very different jobs, and entrepreneurs just like to give themselves the job title of CEO because they think it sounds good, but actually they are like the founder of the company, like the visionary of the company, the person who understands it and has the idea. So funny enough, I've actually got an interview now with a guy who I plan to actually promote to be the CEO of this business, because for a number of different reasons. Because he is Georgian, so he understands the culture like much better than I do and the people better than I do. I also don't really like management, to be completely honest. It's not my skill set at all. I much prefer to work on like the marketing and the sales side of things. And in all of my businesses, I have ended up being involved in management, but that has led me to realize it's not what I enjoy doing, and it's also not what I'm good at. I'm not a good people person, so that I want to outsource now. So I'm bringing on like a COO, Chief Operations Officer, but the idea will be to get him like transitioned over into being the person who manages all of the day-to-day operations of the OnlyFans business, as well as all of the customer support and so on. Because also, like, my goal when I became an entrepreneur was always to have like freedom and independence. And for anyone who's launched their own business, unless you put those systems in place, it doesn't happen. Everything ends up like falling on your lap, and you have less freedom and independence than you would in a 9-to-5 job, because this is a 24/7 business. So for the first time ever, I'm making like quite a senior hire, and I want him to be able to come in, oversee and manage everything, and my sole responsibility will be moved on to marketing, which is what I'm best at. I'm not the best person at like the day-to-day management and like overseeing large groups of people. Anyway, back to the office. So we're going through like pretty rapid growth at the moment. It will fit 30 staff in at any one time, but my current idea is to go into shift work as well, because we operate a 24/7. So I will be able to grow this company up to about 90 or 100 members of staff without needing to expand office space. To be honest, I don't really want a huge company like that again. I managed, like I said, like the company we had before was like 130 employees, and I wouldn't do that again. I genuinely wouldn't. It just becomes like a beast to manage, and I think it's much better to run smaller companies, but with with higher value clients. In that old business, we were taking on tons of different clients, so I would change that to try to take on like higher value clients but less of them, so delivering like a premium level service rather than trying to take on everyone. And that's what I'm doing here. So I think to have 30 to 50 employees is quite a nice number to have. You can have a personal relationship with each person, but once you get past like once we were past like 70 or 80 employees in the old company, there were just people that I just didn't recognize like all of the time. I didn't know their names, and so you can't have a relationship with a personal relationship with the team. And yeah, so I just prefer managing like smaller businesses, to be completely honest. So anyway, I'll turn this camera around. Because as well, people keep coming to me asking like about what automation and software we use, and we genuinely don't use anything. This is what we do. We manage accounts through here. Tinder, Instagram, and Twitter. We also do a little bit on LinkedIn. And yeah, look, this is like the content team. So this department, is working on like setting up accounts that we have for Instagram mother slaves. So they upload all of the content, do like the warm-up process. They upload 24 posts. This is where I sit. This is where Tona sits, who's my assistant. She's like project management and communication. And around here, they are focused on uploading everything as well. This is like the content department who focus on setting up the accounts. We also do quite a lot with like kind of reels and so on in this department. So uploading reels onto accounts. And this is going to be the Tinder department, who are based here. This team here, they're working on setting up profiles like all the time. Again, load more phones, and over here as well, and we have some charging up here. So they are uploading all of the content, creating the accounts. They verify all of the profiles as well. Setting up more phones here, and there should be a box here. This is a box of active Tinder phones that they do swiping on. I think it's that one anyway. And then around here we have Instagram team who do like all Instagram follow for the mother slave method. And how many people do we have in that team? I'm not quite sure. At the moment, there's 20 people working here, and then through in the second room inside the conference room, this is where we have like our chatting team set up. So we're in the process of buying like a kind of a second 32-inch monitor, which really works quite well for having multiple profiles up at once. So we separate out the accounts based on the volume of them. If it's a very high activity, it will even have a team of chatters just assigned to that account. We will have 5 people working on that account alone. And if they're like low volume, low activity accounts, we can have anywhere from like a team of 5 chatters managing up to 10 accounts at a time, sometimes even more if they're very low activity. We have some clients who will give us accounts that only have 3 to 5 messages per day, and they just need someone to like reply. They just want the inbox to be managed, and because we work on commission only, it doesn't really make a difference to them about the volume. So that's the chatting team back there. Yeah, and through here, like I said, you have content team, you have the Tinder team who are based down here, and we have the follow Instagram team who are based here as well. It's been pretty quick growth. I think we're hiring about 2 to 3 people per week at the moment. Once again, like I feel that I'm at the start of building like another huge company, which is why I want to learn from the mistakes that I made last time and put the proper management in place. Little kitchen area, through there's a toilet, nothing interesting to show you there. But yeah, quite a nice spot. View is pretty good as well. Yeah, I hope that was a little bit insightful, and I don't know, because people keep asking me like if we're outsourcing to the Philippines or like how I'm managing everything, and I don't know, I always get a sense of like disbelief when I tell people that we're managing everything in-house. Yeah, hope that clears some things up for you. It's 10 a.m. now, so I need to go downstairs to go and collect the guy who I'm meeting with, who's interviewing to join the COO position. But yeah, thank you for watching.